Recommended for that. I love that. Thank you, Johnny. Just giving us a bit of a flavour of how last night was. Now, Kyle Sands and Jacob Thomas are both huge fans. They saw Ed 3 times last year and are at the concert tonight. And Kyle, you also went last night as well. So you, what was it like?
Honestly, it was amazing. Obviously, went last year, 3 times. Sorry. It was just surreal. I mean, I've never sat in the seating stand, so we're kind of away. We're normally in amongst of the standing. So to be in the seating area as well and just seeing everyone just having a good time was honestly a dream come true. And obviously it's his homecoming gig, so it was just honestly a dream come true.
But you're not Suffolk boys.
No.
You're from West Midlands.
Yes. Yeah.
So you've come all this way.
We have,
Yeah, we have, yeah. We travelled about 6 hours yesterday to come down to here. It was a bit of a pain, but it's absolutely brilliant. Ed Sheeran it's magical once you get in there, and we went when he had his year off, and then he brought out a new tour and went for the first time, and I don't think I've ever forgotten it to this day. It's absolutely fantastic. It's just magical.
Yeah.
Well, you've both got his t-shirts on. You're obviously huge fans. What's it like being in his home county then?
It feels kind of
It's kind of nice. It's kind of weird to think that obviously he'd grown up around this county, and he's had his up and coming moments here, so it's magical. It's really nice.
Yeah, and obviously because we neither of us drive at the moment, so my girlfriend drove 6 hours yesterday. So I also want to say a massive thank you for her, because
What a legend.
A legend. I think she deserves an award, to be honest, because the drive was quite busy, as you can imagine. So it was just a horrendous drive for her. So she's stayed in bed today and recovering, because obviously we're going today. So
Well, you guys, I was saying, thank you so much for coming in so early.
Thank you guys for having
but
us.
you're used to it. Student paramedics.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Amazing.
Are,
We're going into second year this year in September at the University of Worcester.
And how are you finding it?
Fantastic. It's a proper experience for us. I turned 21 when I was on shift, and it was amazing.
Just a way to celebrate your birthday.
Yeah, it's a pretty good way to celebrate.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, to be with people. That's really cool.
I think it's eye-opening when you're on the road. You see some stuff, obviously, but it's obviously you make it a difference every day when you're going on to placements. I think it's just fantastic to do, and I would never, doing it now, I would never consider doing anything differently.
Yeah,
I think we're just privileged to do our job every day.
Just living the dream.
That's so encouraging to hear, because you know what, most stories about any sort of service like that is often, no one wants to apply, no one wants to do it.
Yeah, you see like a lot of people being put off by the NHS and then the situation it is under.
Yeah.
But honestly, there's some amazing people in the NHS, and we see it firsthand.
Yeah.
And do you get to work together?
We don't at the moment, but Jake has been transferred to Worcester now, so he was out in Coventry.
Yeah.
So we could actually be working with each other or seeing each other, but at the minute, because we're students, 2 students don't get put together. So eventually we could actually be crewmates.
That would be good fun.
And it's been quite a story for me and you, haven't it? I mean, we met in college, probably, how long was it now? 5?
5 years ago now.
5 years ago. And we actually got brought together by Ed Sheeran. We both loved Ed Sheeran, and we both sort of got talking about that, and then in the end we just started going to shows with each other, and then we shared a passion that we wanted to go and join the ambulance service, and then we thought, why not do it?
Yeah, we can't come to a leap of faith. It's been a hard run, but
it's been difficult, really difficult.
What is it about Ed Sheeran's music that...
to be fair, Ed Sheeran, I think it's how to home he is. He isn't someone who is really fake. He isn't someone who dresses in like £1,000 clothes. He's just there. He's just a natural person.
Himself.
And he's so natural to himself. He's really great.
I think more the lyrics as well.
Yeah.
I think I can relate a lot to the lyrics, and through my time growing up and stuff like that, I relate a lot to his lyrics. So, and that's why I like it so much, because when we go and see him, he performs all of his albums, so Plus and all them sort of stuff. So we can relate more to them songs as well, and all of his new songs as well. So it's just amazing to like. It's like when we listen to his song, it's like a flashback of memories all just coming back. It's just surreal. Really surreal.
Oh, that is so nice. That's so cool to hear it. When you are there, and when you do go to multiple performances of his, I mean, most people think, oh, what are you doing that? Do you notice all of the little bits that are slightly different?
It's actually really sad, because obviously when last year, when he started playing his first chord, we already knew what song was coming on next.
but every show he puts a twist onto it. It's different. None of his shows are the same, and I don't think I'll ever get bored of it. Even if I saw him 100 times, I really don't think I'd get bored of his music and his personality on stage. He gets the crowd involved, and you can really feel the crowd's passion for him.
I think as well, he performs better live as well. 'Cause most artists, with all the auto-tune and stuff they do, it's actually hard to perform as good as Ed Sheeran does live, and I think he's just amazing, isn't he?
Yeah,
absolutely amazing.
And he's willing to help people. He's willing to help smaller, sort of up-and-coming artists, and like he was a small up-and-coming artist before someone picked him up, and he's willing to give back to a community that is quite harsh towards small artists and small creators. So
he's got his own label, everything as well.
Yeah, and I think he's more of a role model as well for younger people as well. Because if you take some time and read his story about going up and coming, it actually sort of inspires other people. And obviously, we've been through a rough time applying for the ambulance service, and actually relating back to his saying, keep going and keep getting out there and never give up and sort of thing, and never give up on that. But the work mentality, it kind of goes through and it passes it down. It's just,
guys, I love it. That's such an amazing story. Like, what an inspiration he's been to you. What an inspiration you've been to people listening this morning who just use music to follow their passion and stuff. And you know what I'm looking forward to? Well, you guys driving around in your ambulances with Ed Sheeran on really, really loud.
I will be doing it.
I can't wait. Oh, we need you guys. Thank you so much for coming in. There's Carl Sands and Jacob Thomas, and enjoy the gig tonight, won't you? Be good. Thank you.